Hey, Vikings faithful. Skull Nation, what's good? Buckle up, because we've got seismic news shaking the Twin Cities. The Minnesota Vikings just pulled off a blockbuster trade to bring back a franchise legend. Adam Thielen is coming home. This move has the purple and gold buzzing with excitement, and we're diving deep into every angle of this trade. Was it the right call? How does it shape our season? Let's break it down with all the passion of a US Bank Stadium roar. Ready for the ride? Let's go. First off, the Vikings made waves on Wednesday morning, striking a deal with the Carolina Panthers to bring back wide receiver Adam Thielen. This isn't just any trade. It's a homecoming for a Minnesota native who's third on our all-time receptions list with 534 catches. The trade sees us sending a 2026 fifth-round pick and a 2027 fourth-rounder to Carolina, while we get Thielen, a conditional 2026 seventh-round pick, and a 2027 fifth-rounder. But why now? With Jordan Addison sidelined for a 3-game suspension and injuries piling up, Rondale Moore's out for the season with a knee injury and Jalen Nailor nursing a hand injury. This move screams urgency. What do you think, Skull fans? Is Thielen the answer to our receiver woes? Thielen's return isn't just about filling a gap. It's about bringing back a proven warrior who knows Kevin O'Connell's system like the back of his hand. In 2022, his last season with us, he hauled in 70 catches for 716 yards and 6 touchdowns. That's the kind of reliability rookie QB J.J. McCarthy needs right now. Plus, Thielen's been working out with McCarthy the past 2 summers in Minnesota. Talk about chemistry. Imagine the pop when he steps onto the field Week 1 against Chicago. Skull chants are going to be deafening. What's your take? Does this give McCarthy the edge to shine early? Now, let's talk about what drove this trade, and here's where it gets juicy. According to Panthers GM Dan Morgan on the Kyle Bailey Show, Thielen was the one pushing hard to return to Minnesota. He sat down with Morgan and laid it all out. He's 35, a Minnesota native, with a family and a home in the Twin Cities. He wants to finish his career where it all began. Morgan admitted it was tough to let him go, but Thielen's conviction was undeniable. How do you feel about a player taking charge of his destiny like that? Would you have pushed for the same if you were in his shoes? On the Panthers side, this trade is all about youth. They've got a stacked young receiving core with first-rounders Teteroa McMillan and Xavier Legette. Plus rising stars like Jalen Coker and Jimmy Horn Jr. Morgan saw a chance to clear the way for these guys while netting draft capital. A 2026 fifth and a 2027 fourth ain't chump change. But here's the kicker. They're taking on $5 million in dead money, split over 2025 and 2026. That's a bold move to bet on the kids. Think Carolina's making the right call? Or are they going to miss Thielen's veteran presence? For the Vikings, this trade is a masterstroke. Thielen's not just a feel-good story. He's a plug-and-play fit. He's got 6,682 receiving yards and 55 touchdowns in purple, ranking 5th and 3rd in franchise history, respectively. With Justin Jefferson back from his hamstring scare and TJ Hawkinson at tight end, our offense is looking stacked. But here's the question. Can Thielen, at 35, still deliver the goods? He had 103 catches for 1,014 yards in 2023 with Carolina, but a hamstring injury limited him to 615 yards in 10 games last year. Drop a comment. Can Thielen turn back the clock? Let's zoom out and look at the bigger picture. The Vikings are in a Super Bowl window, folks. After a 14-win season, this move signals we're all in. Thielen's experience mentoring Bryce Young in Carolina, where he was the go-to guy with 151 catches over 2 seasons, means he's ready to guide McCarthy. Plus, his chemistry with Jefferson from their 2020 to 2022 days together? Electric. They combined for 162 catches and 21 touchdowns in 2020 alone. What's the ceiling for this receiving trio once Addison returns? Now, let's get to the nitty-gritty of the trade talks. Morgan revealed the Vikings' initial offer was a measly 6th-rounder for Thielen and a 7th. No way. The Panthers countered with a 3rd for Thielen and a 5th. But after some back and forth with GM Kwesi Adofo-Mensah, they settled on the current deal. That's some savvy negotiating. Do you think we overpaid with a 5th and a 4th? Or is Thielen's value worth every pick? Hit the comments with your trade grade. Thielen's not just a player. He's a Minnesota legend. From an undrafted free agent in 2013 to 2 Pro Bowls in 2017 and 2018, his journey is pure Skull spirit. And get this, he's been giving back through the Thielen Foundation and was our 2022 Community Man of the Year. His return feels like fate, especially with his wife Caitlin posting an Instagram video of their daughter chanting, "We're going home." How hyped are you for that US Bank Stadium ovation when Thielen takes the field? The Panthers' perspective is fascinating. Coach Dave Canales called it a win-win-win for Thielen, the Vikings, and Carolina. They're banking on their young receivers stepping up, but losing Thielen's 103 catches from 2023 is a gamble. Bryce Young leaned on him heavily, and now the pressure's on McMillan and Leggett to fill that void. Think Young's ready to lead without his safety net? Or are the Panthers risking a step back? Let's hear your predictions. For us Vikings fans, this trade is personal. Thielen's return isn't just about stats. It's about heart. He blocked a punt for a touchdown against the Panthers in 2014, his first career score. Now he's back to mentor McCarthy and keep our offense humming while Addison's out. But here's a spicy question. What happens when Addison returns? Does Thielen stay a starter or slide to WR3? Drop your lineup predictions below. Financially, this deal's got layers. Thielen's in the final year of a $25 million contract, with a $6.25 million base salary for 2025. The Vikings are picking up $7 million, while Carolina eats $3.4 million in dead money this year and $3.3 million in 2026. There's talk of a reworked contract to ease the cap hit, but nothing's final yet. Should we lock Thielen in long-term, or is this a one-year rental? What's your call, Skull Nation? The timing of this trade is perfect. With our Week 1 matchup against Chicago looming, Thielen's familiarity with O'Connell's system means he can hit the ground running. He's a willing blocker, a crisp route runner, and a leader who's tight with Jefferson. But here's the suspense. Can he stay healthy after last year's hamstring issues? That's the million-dollar question. What's your confidence level in Thielen holding up? Let's talk fantasy football real quick, because this trade's got implications. Thielen's a sneaky pickup for your roster, especially with favorable early matchups against Chicago, Atlanta, and Cincinnati. Meanwhile, in Carolina, Jalen Coker could be a breakout slot receiver, and McMillan's a must-draft in round 4. Who's grabbing Thielen in their fantasy league? Share your draft strategy in the comments. Alright, Vikings fans, this is our moment. Thielen's return is a spark for our Super Bowl dreams. Picture it. McCarthy dropping dimes to Thielen and Jefferson, with Hawkinson stretching the field. This offense could be unstoppable, but we need your voice. Drop a comment with your hype level for this trade, and let's predict how many TDs Thielen scores this season. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with every Skull fan you know. Let's keep the purple pride alive.